Hey, hey, how are you all doing today? My name is Marcus Nolan. I go by Brother Nolan when I'm speaking. First of all, shout out to Miss Amy Morin, who wrote several books, but the one that I will be singing the praises for is called 13 Things That Mentally Strong People Don't Do. Okay, it's an awesome book. I'm not just saying it because it's a bestseller. I'm telling you, when I first got a hold of this book, I was a cocaine addict and I was addicted to alcohol. So that would have made me an alcoholic. Okay. A friend bought me the book, gave it to me. I started reading it. I got so excited. I just didn't want to put it down. But still had one problem. The cocaine had a hold on me. And the alcohol did also. So I went on a binge one day for a couple of days and I ended up losing the book. So I had to go purchase the book for myself, and that's how I knew that I really wanted it. I went down through there from chapter 1 all the way to, of course, chapter 13. It's a very heartfelt book. Like, let's go through it. On the back of it says, Master Your Mental Strength. One thing that Amy talks about in the book is basically like mental strength is not one of those things where either you have it or you don't. Everybody has some type of mental strength. You just have to build from where you're at. It gets stronger and stronger over time as you add to it and build it up. So, number one, they don't waste time feeling sorry for themselves, which it says, don't waste time feeling sorry for yourself. But you get the point. By the type of life that I had and I had been having off and on all these years, that's what I needed. I needed somebody to tell me, don't waste time feeling sorry for yourself. Hey, it's not going to do you any good. Trust. Number two, don't give your power away. It's easy to give your power away. Some people give that power away to substances, to other things. Some people give that power away to people. We must always keep our power. That's why it's called our power. That's why it's called your power. You need to have it in your possession so you can use it on a day-to-day to make your impact as you go through life and make your impact in the world. Number three, don't shy away from change. Change is what we all need in order to be better. They say practice makes perfect. I don't believe that. I play the piano and I sing. I've never gotten perfect with it. I've never seen perfect on the piano or with singing. So I believe that change makes you better just the same as practice does. Number four, don't focus on things you can't control. Basically, everybody knows what's up with that. There's serenity. The serenity prayer. Control the things you can control, and the things you can't, pray about it. Number five, don't worry about pleasing everyone. Being a people pleaser is not on the list for the mental strength. Trust and believe. I made a lot of people happy throughout the years, buying a lot of alcohol and a lot of drugs, throwing parties, and just like popping up with these personal parties and helping people pay bills and do all types of stuff. And I mean, when I was in a bad spot, it was very few people there to help me. You know, I realized that if I was ever going to be happy, then I had to stop trying to make everybody else happy. Number 6, don't fear taking calculated risks. Calculated risk is something that I know is not the easiest thing, like to just calculate and go execute. But at the end of the day, it's so many examples of so many people that came before us that took the calculated risk. They sat down, they looked over what it would look like if they don't take a chance. And then they probably sat back down and looked over what it would look like if they do take a chance. And then they probably looked at the fact that, hey, if they do take a chance, it might not work. But then they also probably had that thing in the back of their head that said, hey, but what if it does? You hear me? Never be afraid to take the calculated risk, to plan, to fail, to prepare, succeed. You never know what you might get out of your journey, out of life in general, if you just take the risk. Number 7, they don't dwell on the past. My past was rough. When I say rough, I mean rough. By the time I was 14 years old, I had already joined the Crip gang. By the time I was 17, I was like in with some real Crips that was down for real. And I tried cocaine and I started drinking heavy. I made a lot of mistakes. I became a whole monster out here in the streets, out here in life. So I know for a fact I wouldn't have made it this far and be able to smile and see some sunshiny days if I wouldn't have been able to, hey, just move on from my past and not dwell on it. So I'm a living witness. If you had that mental strength, or if you even want to obtain it, you can't dwell on the past. It's not healthy. Dwelling on the past too much actually will hold you back from seeing that future that you really deserve to see. So, number 8, they don't make the same mistakes over and over again. I'm not going to elaborate on it. Everybody know what's going on with that. If you're mentally strong, you don't make the same mistakes over and over again. You might make that mistake once. You might make that mistake twice. But after that, you've learned and moved on. Number 9, they don't resent other people's success. That's a big thing. If you're not doing your best, you don't deserve to resent the next person's success. I'm just saying. If you're going to be mentally strong, you must learn to be happy for other people while they live in their glory. I mean, number 1, you want other people to be happy for you as you lived in your glory. Then number 2, that shows that you don't have that hate in your heart. This is just a personal one right here from me. I believe that mentally strong people, they don't keep hating their heart. They let it go. They let it roll. I believe mentally strong people are people that possess love in the heart. That's where it really counts. So be happy for other people's success. Hey, you don't have to go out and party with them or be at every celebration, but why be mad? Hey, if you're doing what you need to do, you will get yours in due time. Listen to me in due time. So, number 10, they don't give up after the first failure. You don't know how many times I attempted to get off of drugs and alcohol. I don't even know how many times. Put it like this. I tried several times and I failed and I failed and I failed. But you know what I never did? I never gave up. I never gave up. I believe to have mental strength, you can't give up. If you have mental strength, you can't give up. I mean, even if it's not a lot there, just having some, why give up? You still gotta live. We still have to be here. So you might as well make the best out of it. After the first failure, hey, get back up again. Keep on pushing. If you stay adamant about it, if you stay determined, you'll get it. Number 11, they don't fear a long time. Being alone is the perfect time. It's the perfect time for someone who wants success, who wants happiness. You got to make yourself happy first. You can't do that with a bunch of people around you. You need that a long time. How can you be successful if you don't even know what success is? How can you be successful if you don't even know what your definition of success is? Like personally, if you don't know what your top is, everybody say they want to get to the top, but everybody has a different top. Maybe they don't talk about it, but in their mind, they know that their top may not be like my top, vice versa. So, a long time is the perfect time. If you have mental strength and you are mentally, what they call mentally strong, you're not worried about being alone. You're using that as prayer and meditation time. So, number 12, they don't feel the world owes them anything or don't feel that the world owes you anything. Never. The world is not responsible for your come up. The world, a lot of times, is not responsible for your downfall. Mentally strong people never feel like anybody owes them anything. They're always doing their best to do what they have to do to make a way for themselves. And if anybody helps them along the way, that's just a bonus. Number 13, don't expect immediate results. Immediate gratification, man, is the easiest way to get discouraged and don't reach your goals. The easiest way to get discouraged and not get to your true destination. Mental strength is so important, y'all. If you don't have much of it, just work on it.